Welcome to the newest episode of my collective energy couch conversation. Hope everyone is doing well. So, as y'all already know, when I do these videos, it's because I was sent to do them, not because I wanted to do them. I actually pulled the cards out. It was supposed to be a collective reading, but yeah, they wanted me to get on here and talk about it. So, how's everybody doing? It's a shit show, isn't it? Yep, I know. Energy's all over the place. Energy's all over the place. Just a hot ass fucking mess. Let me see what I get out of these first before I get into the reading and the overall message that the Spirit had. Now, these are wisdom cards. Tolic wisdom cards from, I forgot his name, but these are really cool. I hardly pull from this deck, and they just wanted me to pull from this one. So we shall see. But I'll do this last. I just want to pull them ahead of time. All right. Interesting. All right, guys. So I pulled from the Ancestral Path Tarot deck. And overall cards that came out is the Prince of Swords, the High Priestess, the World, the Sun. And a lot came out of this, actually. Which of course I channeled, and this kind of like confirmed everything that was coming to me. So the energy is really, really heavy. People are really, really anxious over this election, over what's going to happen. Yeah, it's just been real heavy for the past couple of days. You can literally, like I posted the other day, you can literally cut the air with a chainsaw. That's how bad it is. And it's funny because, and I actually asked myself this question. That's probably why I got all this channeling after the fact. But why the fuck is everybody so anxious for? So this is the moment we've been waiting for. That's one. Two, the entire fucking year has been a shit show. Did y'all think it was gonna stop just like that? And overall, and this is, I guess, the most important, so what do y'all think is gonna change with the election? That's the overall question. What are y'all expecting to change? Why are y'all so anxious? Like, I mean, It's going to be a shit show, whichever one wins. And a lot of what Spirit had to say was, does it make a difference? Or are you hoping for it to go one way or another way in order for you to almost, I'm not going to say forget, that's not the correct word, but in order for you to feel like if things are going back to normal somehow? Is that what it is? Because it's not. Okay, so either way it goes, okay, it's not going to go back to normal. And a lot of people are all anxious, and it's just like, we knew that this was going to be an entire shit show. And then the thing about it is that there's so much information, and there's so many readers out there just doing readings on who's going to win the presidency and blah, 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 blah. And not for nothing, but that shit doesn't fucking matter. Like, what y'all think? Like, it just kills me sometimes when I see a lot of this shit. Like, I don't care about listening to a reading of who is gonna win, because guess what? Still gonna be a shit show. So what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So a lot of the reading was in regards to that. Like, why are you so anxious? Is the world gonna stop if Trump wins? I mean, I know a lot of people are getting ready for something bigger, right? But the way I see it is that we got to get ready either fucking way. Do you think it's going to be a lot better if I mean, they both suck. And we still have to do equal amount of work, with whichever person wins, right? Because we know that the structures have to come down. So what if Biden wins? We stop working and the structures don't have to come down anymore? So that's why it was more or less Spirit wanted me to pose that question. Like, why are you so anxious about who's gonna win and this and what's gonna happen? Y'all should have been getting ready months ago. The work continues. Life continues. Okay? Stop. This is another, so this is, and let me get the right words. They want me to say it in a certain way, but this is the exact example of trying to control shit that you cannot fucking control. Y'all can't control this. Y'all should have just been getting ready, going with your intuition, and as individuals doing what you have to do. I know my path hasn't ended just because of this bullshit. Whichever way it fucking goes, it's still the same shit. So yeah, ask yourself that question. If you're feeling very anxious over this shit and, you're letting it stress you out, ask yourself that question. Why? Because it's been predicted already. Between the planets acting all stupid and just the year that we've had. Why does it make a difference? Because chances are that's something that you're in denial. Something. even if it's just minute, but you're in denial of something, that you're feeling so overwhelmed over what's going on. And not to mention that it's a lot, because this energy is just fucking horrible. Horrible. But, yeah. Spirit wants you to calm the fuck down, obviously. Because if you're allowing the emotion of everything to take over, you're not going to be thinking properly. Earlier today, I saw something. I mean, I see stupid ass shit every fucking day, but that's besides the point. I saw something that someone, they put it on their stories, but in the caption, they put that soon everybody's going to be in survival mode. No, you're not supposed to be in survival mode, because when you're in survival mode is when you get fucking desperate. And when you get desperate is when you're not thinking correctly. Okay? You're supposed to balance out, center yourself, think about it. I mean, nothing is really changing. And I don't mean that in the sense of it's not going to impact or anything like that, because it definitely does have a huge impact. But to a sense, and I'm just going to say this from myself, not even from spirit, because we have some people that they're so fucking far gone that they forget that they're human, living a human experience and having to deal with human things. Those are the folks that they're just like, go within and your whole entire reality changes. I'm sorry, but it's just me. But that's escapism. I don't want to hear shit. Okay? Because we're fucking humans living a human experience. Okay? And sometimes you have to react to things and act like a fucking human. Don't sit here and tell me that I'm gonna go within and my whole entire fucking reality is gonna change. No. Okay? There's a time and a place for everything. Now, I do believe that people can change a little bit of their realities, but not in a huge scale like this. Okay? So I do feel that it's going to affect us, but we have to remain focused. Life doesn't just go to shit if one or the other fucking wins. You know what I'm saying? We have to keep at it. We have to keep working at it. Keep fighting if we have to. I don't like to get too much into politics and too much into a lot of things, actually, because I have learned to put the emotional part to the side and literally just realize that everything belongs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop anything that is already set in stone to happen on a worldly scale. Instead, I adapt and I'm not going to say lead. Well, I do kind of lead, but in a different sense. But I more so I adapt. Okay? Because we all have to adapt. But I'm aware that I'm not going to make a change for the entire world. This is like a collective thing. And, you know, certain things that happen, it just belongs. It all belongs. People are here to do different things in their journey and in their path. So yeah, that's just me though. Okay. But life doesn't fucking end. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are acting like if one gets elected, like that's it. The whole entire world is gonna blow the fuck up. That's not the case. I mean, it might get a little bit violent. It belongs. I mean, it is what it is. And it kind of sucks. I know sometimes I've learned to remain very stoic. It's not that I don't care. It's just that it is what it is. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go too. But you can't just think. You gotta keep going. You gotta figure what it is that you're gonna do after this, because that's the thing, that everyone is anxious. But I mean, what are you gonna do the next day if you know, let's just say if this asshat wins, what are you gonna do the next day? You're just gonna get up like regular, right? And go to work. I mean, unless something really drastic happens. But why are you letting it stress you like that? Spirit wants you to balance your motherfucking self out. Okay? Slap yourself a couple of times. And remember who the fuck you are. And continue to live on and fight the good fight if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Just don't let go of everything you've accomplished because of this shit. Because I mean, come on. We're in a fucking pandemic. Survived the whole fucking year. Locked up for like 6 months and shit. Just be vigilant. So this Page of Swords right here. In the way these cards are, so it's almost like have your sword ready to fight, but also learn how to use your sword to do other things. Okay? So as a resource, and then at a second's notice, you got to be able to fight with it as well. Okay? If that makes sense. And use your intuition. Like, use your intuition. You've accomplished so much, the collective, and don't let that slip. You know what I'm saying? Because of everything that's happening. I mean, the world is changing. It is changing. A lot of us been talking about this shit since last year. But once again, and I'm going to keep saying it, if you've been leaning on your practices and you've been doing everything with an open heart, and if you've been, you know, using integrity, keep saying it, this has been a gigantic integrity test. So you should be fine. You know what I'm saying? You should be getting the messages. You should be ready for a lot of what's happening. And if you're if you're not getting messages, I understand that not everybody is you know, as advanced, then you should have a tribe that you can go to for help. You should have started cultivating all of that already. If you listen to a lot of what was going on in the beginning of the year. So, yeah, just calm down. The energy is erratic. Once again, playing into the fears of everyone. This fight is a spiritual. This war, it's true. This war is a spiritual war. Okay? It's like everyone is waiting for something else. Okay? But they're not realizing that a lot of it is the mind. Okay? So you got to take care of that. Got to separate yourself if you have to. Separate in the way of being able to get out of the emotional end of it. Get out of the overthinking. And enjoy some aspects. Go out. Me, I've taken up skating. But, you know, for me, it's just because I feel everything. So I've got to, you know, I've got to get out. If it was up to me, I'd be on another plane to Puerto Rico, which I will be in a few weeks. But that's a whole different other thing. I would have never come back if it was up to me. But yeah, you gotta be able to separate yourself from that, because that way you could think a little bit clearer. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I got the sun is awesome, because that to me, so this actually confirms a lot of what I talked about last year in regards to us as a people, and how our ancestors, you know, African, indigenous, they've been here with us the whole way, just backing everything up for us. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this card actually talks about we're going to be fine. It's going to be work. I mean, anything that's worth it takes a hell of a lot of work. So you can't lose faith now. Now is not the time to lose complete faith. Whether, you know, things, I mean, I have the election on TV right now too. You know, just closely watching. I haven't really talked about it because there's no point. I haven't given my channeled messages on who I think is going to win or whatever, because there's no fucking point. It's not going to change anything. So there's no point in adding to people's anxieties, which is what I think everybody's doing by having these readings about who's going to win and who you think and this and that. There's no fucking point. Because either way, same shit. We're just trying to choose the lesser of two evils. But we still got to do the same amount of fucking work. Don't matter. So, at least this card sheds some light. If you've been leaning on them practices and connecting, I mean, you still got, I mean, for me, I got forever until it's my time to be an ancestor, to go ahead and hang out with my peoples. But if you're really trying to connect, this was the week to go ahead and do that and take advantage of it. You know, the veil is still close to nothing. And just sit and ask for the things that you need. And yeah, just genuinely try to connect. Trust me, they also, so a lot of people talk about you healing your ancestral line, right? But not many people talk about how they comfort us. And they give us reassurance. You know what I'm saying? At least for me. And I know there's a lot of other people who have great connections with their people that can probably say the same thing. You know, they comfort us in times like this. So, yeah, once again, lean on your practices, because that's the only thing that you're really going to have going forward. Things are just going faster and faster and faster. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are happening. There's no denial to that. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be all anxious. And one thing that's for certain is that nothing is going back to the way it was. So any little bit of hope that you had or that you're feeling, maybe, like I said, that's probably why you're anxious about this whole thing. That little bit of hope that things will go back to normal. Nope. So what you need to do is look forward to the future and the things that are happening and the good things. Concentrate on the good things. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, spirit is all around us. I mean, my peoples are always all around me. But they are all around us, trying to connect and yank you by the hair every opportunity they get when, you know, this collective energy is all chaotic and shit, like the way it is. You need to go ahead and lean on them so that way they can comfort and reassure you, and let you know that things are going to be fine. I mean, they ain't going to be fine for everybody. I'm not going to talk for, you know. But for a lot of the collective, the ones that have been doing work, putting in that work, we gonna be good. It's gonna be rough, but we in it together. Community, keep mentioning, a lot of people keep mentioning community is important. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time. Well, now is the time, but we should have been developing this from before. Okay? Because we're all going to need one another. So, if you haven't started, I suggest you do. But, yeah. Calm the fuck down. That's what I just heard that. Calm the fuck down. Relax. Unclench your fucking jaw. Breathe, bitch. Breathe. It's gonna be okay. Okay? Be fine. Just be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Have eyes in the back of your head and all that. And you should be good. I mean, too many people are like way too worried. And not even the planets are, I mean, the planets are acting stupid. They're always acting stupid. But y'all making it look like the whole entire planet's gonna blow up. And the other planets are like, nah, it's not time yet. So yeah, just calm down, slow it down. Yeah. Develop a practice. Make it a ritual. Whatever it is that you like to do. And that will actually ease your anxiety. I don't know where that came from, but I guess that was for somebody. And let's see. So, I am impeccable with my words. So, it says I never use the word against myself. I use the word in the direction of truth and love for myself. The result is an extraordinarily beautiful beautiful life. I never use the word against myself. I use the word in the direction of truth and love for myself. The result is an extraordinarily beautiful life. Interesting. So, that goes back into words or spells. And if you're talking about everything that's going on, so this is another one of those like analogies about speaking things into existence. And how if you speak to yourself positively, you feel positive, which actually, under the circumstances right now, yeah, makes sense. So yeah, I am impeccable with my words. Be impeccable with your words, guys. So I think for now I'm good. Spirit doesn't want me to share anything else. But I will probably get on a live tomorrow so that we can chat. Other than that, I will continue to pray for you guys. And of course, you know I love you. And we will talk.